5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the ROMELLO Marcellus show. The fly uncle you always wish you had.
Bring 'em out.
Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
Had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events.
Major show alert.
All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you. Check it out. You now rocking with the best.
Here I am, goddammit. Here I am. Welcome to the ROMELLO Marcellus show. We're back at it once again this evening. This is the extended happy hour. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? What you know no good. I was going to give it a break tonight, but I said no. Got to fulfill the obligation. Show up and be a part of this thing. Yeah, my thing. I'm gonna let people get in the room, man. You know I gotta handle my business as we come into the segment for the night or for the evening. Yeah. We made it through this. You can put this one in the books. Put this one in the record books. One more day down. Last night, man, was a good show. It was an excellent show, man. Excellent dialogue, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Share it. Yeah. Many more to come. We just getting started around here. Yeah. As I always say when you come on the show, as I always do, if you like the show, man, subscribe to me on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, smash the like, pluck the bell. Also, follow me on Instagram. Double tap me. Let me know you came by. And you already follow me or friends on Facebook. Follow me. Let me know you're there. That way I can send your request to the wet spot with all my exceptional people. If you're just joining, man, tonight, once again, this is the ROMELLO Marcellus show. I am he, and you know the rest. We ain't got to talk about it. I want you to know, I appreciate your 12 seconds. Truly do. Truly do. And let some people join us. Before I get started, I hate to repeat things. I want to cut once, not twice, and make everything nice. I'll go ahead and put the topic up, man, so y'all can marinate on your thoughts while everybody's coming in. Here's a question. I always ask it about the women. But, yeah, what do men really want in a woman? I'm going to go through what my opinion might be in regards to that or this subject, and see what we come up with. Maybe I'll offend some of you. Maybe I'll be on point. We'll see. Following something. Anyway, let me know if you can hear me clearly. Let me get a thumbs up. Let me see who's in the room. Let me see who's on the show tonight. Anyway, I ain't gonna prolong it any longer. I got to do what I got to do. I know people waiting to see where this is going. You know, you hear so much talk about relationships and how people have these expectations, you know, the whole cap a cup thing, you know, where they're no bigger than a cap but trying to fill up a cup, or they're with a cup and the cup is overflowing the cap or overwhelming the cap. This is kind of what we're talking about tonight. I'm going to talk about the different aspects of quote unquote men, males, and all in between, and what they potentially want with you and from you. So you can recognize what you're dealing with and you can properly adjust. I mean, shit, we too old to play games, y'all. Too old to not recognize the bullshit that we carry our own of our own and aren't willing to address that. So a lot of us crash dummies. We are here in the way. And yeah, we're gonna get into that. But I'll say one thing a man doesn't want is a woman who is for the streets. Here's why.
People think about dating. Listen, if you're single, oh, well, I'm doing me. Sweetheart, what you do now can and truly and potentially will fuck your future up later if it ever comes out. And that's the key. Most people are willing to die with their secrets as opposed to sharing them, allowing the people that you're around to know what the fuck kind of individual you really have been. And a lot of times you're not to blame. You have pre-existing conditions, post-traumatic situations. Usually people that do those things are hurt, so they're seeking comfort and solitude in something else other than themselves not being enough.
Yeah, that right there. And it's not so much the choices, it's the fact that the individual has yet to deal with their baggage, their hurts, their self-abuses, or the things that attribute to their continued abuses or abuse to themselves. And then on top of that, on top of that, have so many outlandish expectations. You out there, these are those of you who this hat fits and you wear this. You can't expect individuals to have it all when they come to you. If they have it all, then what the fuck are you guys working on together? They'll never have it all. Welcome everybody. Welcome. I see you filing in. Tonight, man, we're talking about what men really want in a woman. But I'm coming from a different perspective, a view and a lens of a man. Okay. It's like this. Okay. I got one for you. We talked about the loose thing, right? And in all actuality, we've all done some reckless things. But no man wants to present anything that's been that used to the world. Okay? Kind of wants something for himself. And we know that we ain't no spring chickens and ain't nobody, on their first rodeo. You feel me? But you got to keep that shit in perspective. I will say this, man. We've seen a lot, we've done a lot, but when does it end? When do we get better with ourselves and our conduct? When do we? Okay. See, a lot of people can argue, and they have arguments such as this one. You have ladies that are doing themselves nowadays, and this is the attitude they have.
How about this? It's not a whole lot of bodies, it's a whole lot of experience. And let me tell you something.
Yeah, still bodies, bitch.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I had to get experience.
It matters.
For me to be the girl that you're so in love with in the bedroom, I'm sorry. You don't want to know how I learned how to do that thing that you like.
No.
You don't want to.
And we don't want to know. as the masters of our universe want to believe that everything you give us, you're giving it just to us. So while you are sitting on and watching the TV and the gram and looking at all of the things that you want to have happen for you, we need a little fantasy too. We need to feel and believe that you were put here on this earth to choose us, whoever it is. We know it's the farthest from the goddamn truth, but that has to be the projection. And you guys are not getting it. You don't have it. You know, you just you out here and you just, you know.
What do you see in the individual that you're with that you see in yourself? Sideways is cool if you're in your 20s. Well, damn, okay. I always thought it was either up or down. I mean, sideways is just nothing. That's lateral moves keep you where you are. I'm not understanding that. Are you fucking above your station, meaning are you a low value individual seeking a high value individual and you can't keep up because you're trying to come up and you fucking up and the individual knows that he's fucking down or she's fucking down or vice versa? Same thing I said, man. Retrospectively, it starts with you. Last evening's conversation was very, very, very deep. And a lot of people, I'm sure you had good takeaways from it. Trust that people are going to be who they are, and you're going to be who you are.
Yeah. And, you know, those of you that are out there living off of that high Pergamy, you know, you got to stop. Got to stop. You're in the way. You're another crash dummy. We don't want that. We don't care about your money, your job, your accolades. We don't care about that kind of stuff. And nor we really, you know, it doesn't matter on our side, you know, as well, as long as we're doing what we have to do to make sure that our business is straight and we're not hindering yours in any shape or way or form and able to build something with you guys. So there. But here's the thing. You guys, you have these expectations of this quote unquote package that you're looking to receive. And give me an example. Here you go.
If you're willing to self-medicate and you're out here and I run across you, if I would run across you, why don't we get paid for your self-medication?
That's your little crazy ass.
I guess that went over your head.
We talking about the self-medicators. You guys are out here looking for the labels, looking for the free dinners and the trips and all of that because you can't deal with your ugly self. And you want to make all your issues someone else's issues based on what they can do for you and how they make you feel about you with compliments and shit like that. Yeah. In the way. We don't want you either. We'll use you and abuse you, but we don't want you either. I'm just saying. I'm just telling the truth. Listen. I tell you like I tell my daughters. Okay, let me give you here's the thing. All right. You got men. You got males. You got boys. You got players and everything else, right? A player means that he's playing. And when you play a game, there is a prize at the end of the game when you win it. If you're, you go to the arcade game or the carnival and you throw the little thing or you hoop or you shoot something or whatever, and boom, at the end of it, they give you a bear. You the bear. Motherfucker playing. At some point in time, he's gonna stop playing with you. And what do they say? Those that love you, they don't abandon you. The only people that abandon you are those that were using you. How many times have you been or have felt abandoned in your relations? And I'm not talking about the ones that you were the common denominator with all your bullshit and your nagging and your empty rhetoric. Walking around thinking that you could fill this cup and you ain't nothing but a goddamn cap. It doesn't work. How long did you play? What were your expectations? How long did it take for you to even make a decision on an individual that you wanted to deal with them and why you wanted to deal with them? Most people are not honest enough to tell you what their true intentions are with you. There's only one of two things. Either you fucking, you ducking, or you're going to get some paper together. The key is be honest about it. If it's about the physical attraction, then okay, let it be about the fucking. If it's the intellect or something else, then let it be monetary or about whatever that thing is you're looking to build with the individuals, and put that on the table. But if you're really looking for something more, those that are really looking for something more, they don't have time to do the quote-unquote courtship, i.e. the term court. Most motherfuckers end up there, especially when they do it and they end up married. 9 times out of 10, yeah, your ass is going to court behind a divorce because you locked up into something that you had no business getting in anyway. You made a situation a long-term bullshit relation. Yeah. Happens all the time. But see, then you turn around and you end up in a trick bag like this. And a lot of brothers, we tired of this shit like this.
Thanks.
I'm recording you.
I see that. Did you put her to sleep?
Yeah, I did.
You did good. She had such a great birthday.
She did.
You're such a great dad.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm not done passing out gifts either.
A gift for me? Vernon, you don't have to do that. It's not my birthday.
Such a great mom.
Oh, thank you.
I had to.
It's heavy. Ooh, I'm excited.
You're gonna love it.
What is it?
Open it up.
Oh my God, you are such an amazing man, I tell you.
Open it up.
Is it Valentine's Day all over again? Oh my God. Ooh, it's that kind of night, ain't it? My favorite wine?
You're gonna love it. Those are the gifts.
Ooh, Pinot Noir. Mwah. I can't wait to sip on this. Thank you. Oh, here we go, here we go. I'm excited. It better be the necklace I wanted. You know I've been wanting that for a long time. Another bag. So tricky, I tell you. Babe, really? Another bag? Get with you and your foolishness. Oh my God. You are one silly man, I tell you.
Open it up.
Oh my God, what is this? Oh man, duct tape, really?
They ran out.
This is such an amazing guy, right?
They ran out. Sorry.
An envelope? What could this be? What could this be? It's not shaking. It's not my necklace, I don't think. Let's open this up. Ooh, that's kind of thick, okay? Hold on, it may be. Hey, this better be a ticket to Dubai for 2 weeks straight, round trip. Because you know I've been wanting to go to Dubai.
Open it up. Yeah, read it.
What is this?
You know what it is? I just want you to know that I know. Nevaeh is not mine. She's not my daughter.
Why did you do this tonight out of romance? Why?
Because I wanted you to know that I know Nevaeh is not mine. I've had doubts.
What
So we got a
doubts?
DNA test. Nevaeh is not mine. She's not my daughter.
Why would you do this? She loves you though. Why would you do this?
She's not my daughter. Why would you do this? Why would you cheat?
I didn't cheat.
Why would you cheat on me?
I didn't.
That's proof right there. DNA test. Nevaeh is not my daughter.
But babe, really? Out of all days, you had 3 years to give this to me. Now you want to give this to me?
All right, listen. You and Nevaeh got to the end of the month to get out of my house.
You're kidding, right?
I'm not kidding.
But that's your
and
daughter.
your daughter had to the end of the month to get out of my house.
But that's
Kelly.
your daughter.
It's not my daughter, Kelly.
Yes, it is.
The paperwork says it's not my daughter.
Why would you do this?
I am not the father.
No. Stop, babe. Can we just talk? Get the camera on my face. Can we just talk? Get it.
I'm not torn. Her and that baby get the hell out of my house tonight. You ain't got 30 days. I don't know shit like that. See, I know as a male or a man, we wouldn't have 30 days, not 30 seconds. We'd be dead on sight. He had a lot of resolve. Cheers, not Nevaeh's daddy. Yeah, put her ass and the baby out in the street, ice cold. Yeah, I certainly would, and would have no problem sleeping. Well, that ain't some unwilling participant shit. I don't know what it is. If unwilling participant had a name and a face, it would be that broad. But the thing is, how many times has that happened? And on both sides of the fence, how many times has that happened? Where you've been made an unwilling participant to some shit that could cost both of you, or actually cost you, and you had nothing to do with it. You got no enjoyment or benefit out of it. That's a goddamn shame. You know, wow. This is how I feel about this broad. Cold and calculated and narcissistic.
Straight like that. We don't want that shit either. I mean, hey, you know what they say, hit dogs holler. You know, we have been bred to believe that, just like y'all think, oh, all men are dogs, to a degree, we have been bred to believe that you all don't have our best interests at heart either. About what have you done for me lately? Now, I'm a firm believer that if you got somebody, you take care of them, you do what you got to do in hopes that they take care of you. I mean, you know, fair exchange, no robbery. Nobody getting robbed, and you know, you're having some fun and you're enjoying yourself. I mean, as you're getting older, you're looking for somebody that's going to walk you into your twilight years. Okay? Hopefully all the fuckery is done. But, you know, the cheating thing, it's not cool. You know, you go into life and it's like, damn, don't you want somebody that could be truly free with you and not have any things, like even having an open discussion about your interests, even to exploration. You know what I mean? I mean, you can explore life if you have someone that's built like that, and you put the work in. Both parties have put the work in to say, look, man, regardless of what, I choose you every day, all the way. But then you have situations like that you can't trust, and you don't want to be in as a man, so you hold back certain shit. Yeah. But I mean, who am I to say? Someone said, what do real, loyal, honest, go-getter women deserve? I understand it's a lot of women who are not faithful, but what about the good ones? Listen, per my upbringings and teachings, 8 out of 10 women are unfaithful to their partners. 8 out of 10. That's bad. 8 out of 10. And it's so much easier for you guys. You can keep a dude on as they say, you always dick in a glass. All you got to do is go over there and break it. The motherfucker gonna come do whatever you wanted to do, however you wanted to do it, for how long you need to do it. So it's hard to adjust that. So here's the 22 that's catching. Usually they say that you can't get past certain things in your life because it resides in you. So you always see that thing, that mirror image, you know, that if it looks like a duck, that motherfucker quacking. It's a duck, damn it. It's just what it is. And if you see the duck in the mirror and you don't check the duck, then anything that's remotely a remnants of you and that duck, it's a duck. And this is why most people do the things they do, like Nevaeh's mammy. Cruddy, you know? But, you know, you could have situations like this.
Someone said you are further perpetuating the stereotypes of character of black women and exhibiting perpetuated behaviors of black men. You know what, baby? It is what it is with some folks, and this is most. The majority rules. There are exceptions. There are a lot of exceptions to the rule that have their shit together. And this conversation is merely to stimulate the intellectual thought and to ignite the fucking neutrons and these deadheads to become the exceptions to the rules and not perpetuate these stereotypes, but to see past them and understanding the things that we look at when we see them, and being better people in all these choices and these decisions that we make. And even being honest, so fuck it. Prime example. I don't know how many people have watched the show. Shout out to everybody on that show. It's an excellent show where now the young guy who's on the rib joint said, hey, look, fuck it. Let's have an open relationship. How many people can actually stand to do that? And I'm stating this because, hell, there's lifestyles for that shit where, all right, you and him can couple up and go to a motherfucking joint where y'all can just fuck off for the night. You fuck somebody, he fuck somebody, and y'all go home and leave that shit there. But most people are not willing to do that because connections, and I'm saying this from a man's perspective or a male's perspective, not a man. There's a constant competition between males. Well, damn, his dick bigger than mine. He fucked longer than I. He done got her to the point where she coming better than me. All this other bullshit. And it was stated on the last show where, oh, he eat pussy better. Well, you know, for all you, here's the thing. I may not eat pussy because I don't trust you bitches. And how many motherfuckers you done sat on and got off in and done and did raw and all that bullshit. So there may be boundaries there where I might, as opposed to, let me get it all. So Dante's a whole nother motherfucker. So as far as I'm concerned, look, when Dante, you get your ass eat out, you might have to give him some, but you come home, let me poke you out real good. I'll break your back, but he can eat you out. These are the perspectives as men. I'm speaking to brothers as opposed to be quote unquote alphas and not simps. You have to get your mindset, your heart set right to say, hey, look, sometimes you need to go get that elsewhere, but I can take care of everything else. I need to know who this motherfucker is and he know who I am. So when I'm ready, hey, another nigga, look, you need to get ready for some jokes because he ready to come over. She ready to come over, sit on your face like Mae West, and you have to tell her some jokes while she's sitting on your face and send her on home because I'm going to poke her back out. Boom. That's it. And as a matter of fact, you can go ahead and get her hair done and her nails done this week and to save me some motherfucking trouble so that I can put that money elsewhere and take her to Lake Muma or wherever the fuck I'm going to take her to and get her some dinner. You hear me? So send them $200. It's all
about you being in control.
No. Listen to me. No. Pause. It's about the pimp. It's about
You're just trying to be in control of
No. It's about the pimping in me because if I'm gonna give up something, that nigga gonna send something home to me.
Yeah. And you can have those agreements, but it takes an open line of communication for people to discuss their true desires. And either you're going to be with it or you're not. And, you know, appreciation goes a long way, especially when people can be honest about what you want. Don't have your guy sitting around wondering, is this motherfucker settling or am I it? Saying something to somebody, man, and working to a guy is to put him in the mind space or put him in the position where he recognizes that he was second choice to anything, especially when you decide you want to truly commit to that individual, that man. He'll never look at you the same. He'll never look at you the same. I'm just putting a little paint where it ain't. That's all. Just putting a little paint where it ain't. You know, there is a you know, there are some things to it. Here's an acronym. SIGN. Okay? This is one side. The first word in the acronym is shame. Shame is internal. The shame she feels within herself based on behavior, life choices, and bad outcomes. The external, the consistent use of shaming language on Black men specifically, this serves to reinforce her perceived cultural, social dominance over him. Let me know if you want me to read that again, because I can, and I'll share it with you guys. I'm going to go to the next one. The I in sign is insults. Internal. Her understanding that her behavior is insulting and inappropriate most of the time, yet she refuses to stop. Okay? Now, the external component is constantly insulting others that oppose or disrespect her in any way. As usual, this is normally directed at black men, but not confined to them, often accompanied by deflections away from herself. You are some deflected motherfucker, and you know you are. I'm gonna move right on. Third letter is guilt. G, guilt. Internally, feels guilt over not being able to get rid of her internal shame about herself and her life. External, lies guilt over her choices at the feet of others. Again, directed at black men. It's always someone else's fault, and they should feel the guilt that she feels over how they made her make mistakes. And that's bullshit. You chose to do the shit you did. We all have. And the final letter and sign is N. N is for the need to be right. Quote, control. The internal needs to tell herself that her life choices were still okay despite the outcomes. Not being right threatens her psychological mental stability. On the external, must always make the case that no matter what she's done, who it may have hurt, or how it turns out, she is right in the end. This is done purely to avoid accountability and responsibility for actions and avoid admitting to any guilt. Wow. On the flip side, the word is hope. Now I'm going to break this down like a fraction. Hope is not a feeling of humility within herself, but the ability to express humility towards others. She isn't arrogantly holding on to the wrong thing just to avoid saying she was wrong. Okay? The O is for onus. She doesn't dodge accountability. She's more interested in peace than being right for the sake of being right. She isn't willing to sacrifice the peace of the relationship just to be right. The P is for praise. She isn't too arrogant to express happiness and admiration for others, mainly her husband, black men in general. She doesn't like to engage in insults, as it proves damaging over time to the integrity, peace, trust, and foundation of the relationship. And the E is for empathy. She sees humanity in others, mainly men, her black men, and therefore does not treat them simply as objects, children to be ruled, or beasts of burden. Her husband, her partner, full consideration of all his feelings and acknowledgement of his needs and desires. Yeah, and that's hope. So you want to know what we want? I just told you. The hope part. Yeah. Got anything y'all want to say to me? Got anything you want to say to me? Phone lines open 929-322-3971. Yeah. But as I was saying too, as we go through it, I talked about both sides. And I gave you the positive narration to what we would love to have from the hope piece. Okay, but there's more. Damn it, there's more. I have to be honest about the intent of things, man, and how things should go. And it shouldn't go like this.
Stop telling men that your children come first. This is not the flex you think it is, and it is most certainly not a selling point. While you are under the impression that you're communicating to this man that you are in fact a single mother, what you're actually communicating to him is that he will take the backseat in his own relationship. You just told this man that he comes second to a child. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't know anybody that worked all their way to adulthood so they can have a kid take precedent over them. I mean, no bullshit. When we hear the phrase, my children come first, what we hear is they came first even before the man that was responsible for them being here. Because why are you not with them? The answer don't matter. Shut up. That was rhetorical. I'm sorry. Did you just out your mouth tell me the person on whom you intend to have as a provider for the very children that you're telling me come first, just tell me that they come first? Are you crazy? If I'm a man that has decided, to the best of my abilities and within my power, to take care of some children that ain't even mine, please believe I come first in everything. Otherwise, do it yourself. Oh, yes, this is one of those, the majority of single mothers got some fucking nerve. You know why else you shouldn't say that? Because if children come first, who comes second and who comes third? I wish the fuck you would say right behind children come your ass. So you mean to tell me I come dead last? Ain't shit else left but the dog. I see y'all over there laughing like I wish the fuck you would. When them children leave that house and that dog died, then who gonna come first? Oh shit, my bad. By your own admission, you come first. You ain't got no space in your life for no man. See, a woman without children understands the concept that her man comes first because she knows that's the only way she's gonna get children. Nowadays, typically a woman that has children doesn't understand that dynamic does not change. You put something in front of a man in your life, and that something better be able to fulfill all the roles that man would have. I don't care if it's just sex. Go get your dog or your children to do it. Right, shut up. Understand this, a man's presence adds value, regardless of what it is. Even if he's a low earner, that's $25,000 more a year than you would have had. Plus the sex and the willingness to protect your insatiable ass. Quit telling men that children come first in your life because children grow up. They not even going to want to be first in your life in a minute. I'll say it this way, ladies, your children are only an asset to you. Our children, however, are an asset to us. Can we go a little more further, please? All right, listen. Don't think just because a man loves you and wants you that he wants the rest of your baggage. And yes, I call those children baggage because they're not his. Quit telling yourself this lie that if he loved you, he would accept your kids. Bullshit. Men detach emotions from people. You see us do this all the time in bed. Men can have sex with 9 women, but only love one. That's called emotional control. Quit trying to act like you got it because you don't. Unless you a thotty-thot-thot, whenever you all have sex with somebody, you all's emotions are intrinsically linked to that person. We not the same. Quit expecting us to be. Go get your tea or your coffee or your Jack Daniels with your strong ass and get your ass back here because there will be a part 2.
And yeah, more shit we don't. He said it. Someone said this topic relates to the last one about healing first. As a male or female, you need to let go of your past in order to succeed peacefully in the future relationships. Both men and women just need to be honest about what they want. Yeah. Never lied, but some aren't. They're not willing to do it. You know, not willing to do it. They constantly want to be in control of everything and everybody. And yeah, it doesn't work that way. Which is bad. You know. But yeah. He said there was a part 2. Here we go.
What's that? Is that lemon? All right, what was I? Oh yeah, I remember. Telling a man that your children come first is a power move in which the undertone is you have no power here. If a space is not allotted for him inside of your home, which he will become the king of that castle, he will simply abandon that territory to reign with or without a woman. Men do not occupy environments in which they cannot carve out a portion of their own. For you ladies that have multiple children, is it a common practice in your home to tell one of those children that they are the favorite? Answer that to yourself. I don't give a shit, and neither do the men. If you don't do it to them, don't do it to us. It is not loving to ask a man to choose between 2 things that he loves. Hell, half of y'all out here still asking who gets the front seat, you or his mother. A man that is not your children's biological father is still a man that can love your children. And if your biological father is as deadbeat as most of you all claim he is, then a man that is willing to take on the role of stepdaddy should not only be welcomed, but revered and pedestalized as a blessing from God. I can feel this video is about to take a turn into female selection accountability. Kevin Samuel says you only get a man that is at the level of your baby daddy or less. I slightly disagree with this. I would assert that a woman can land a man that is higher in caliber, in character than her baby daddy. The only caveat here is you're going to have to treat him 10 times better than you did your baby daddy. And you already set the bar pretty high because as men see it, the highest regard any woman can give us is children. So it can be done, but this will take exponentially more work than you thought it would. You cannot just sit around and act as though you don't want to be a traditional wife. It won't happen that way.
Won't happen.
All that shit you said you wouldn't do for your baby daddy if he didn't put a ring on it, which is probably the reason he left, is likely all of the shit that you're going to have to do in order to keep a stepdaddy around. Footnote, unless you want what they call a beta provider or a man that is a pushover.
Yep.
That's a poor short-term solution because even that man, after a while, will wake up to the reality that he should be treated as nothing less than a king in the house that he is providing and protecting. He will also be a poor example for the children that you are trying to raise, as your as something that needs to be challenged, and your daughters will look at his docile nature as something that needs to be manipulated. In most cases, it could be argued that this is how many domestic violence situations happen between adults and children inside of a household. This man needs to have the authority to set boundaries inside of his household, including bedtimes, and his authority needs not to be challenged. You need to understand that your role is to back his righteous authority and that you all are to appear to be a united coalition of a mother and pseudo-father inside of the household to your children. Your children need to understand that you will deliver punishment to that ass if they should so happen to disobey his righteous authority. You will appear to be his opposition if you appear to be anything other than on his side when he makes a judgment. Telling a man that your children come first is to tell a man that you want him to opt out voluntarily of the very role that you are actually attracted to him for. Stop telling men that you are vetting to be stepfathers that your children come first. If they do, you will play mommy and stepdaddy for the rest of your life. Baby mama and stepdaddy bars.
Well, as I said before, most of the dogs that have been hit tonight, they don't want to hear the truth. We're just talking about what we want. We just want to be recognized, considered, chosen every day. You know? Being able to communicate and to, have circumstances that are truly beneficial to all parties. How would you feel? You got a man who has his children and tells you come second or third or fourth down the line. Yeah. But you know what? This happens to be a lot of you guys' story. And it's bad that it's that way. But here you go.
Hey, I got something to tell you.
What?
I finally left.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm happy for you. You
Yeah,
finally left him.
I'm
Doing
so
you dirty.
happy now, too.
It's a good thing.
I can finally be with you.
You?
Mm-hmm.
That's an exotic name. Where are you from?
Don't be silly. I mean you.
You like me?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Baby, I'm side dude for life.
What?
I'm not about that main dude life. I'm not looking for a promotion right now. That's too much responsibility. I got to be available to you emotionally, spiritually, physically. I'm cool. I just come and go. You know what I'm saying? I pop in, I pop out. That's the life I'm looking for right now, okay? And you cheat.
What?
I'm the side dude. I know. So, yeah.
You can't be serious.
No, I'm good.
Oh,
I'm good.
Oh, man. I'm sorry. That's a lot of people's truth. I mean, as I said before, the facts don't lie. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Oh, my gosh. 8 out of 10, man. 8 out of 10 people. Is it, as you guys would say, is it too much to have a woman with some virtue who has an understanding of what her worth is, and how it is true that you measure a man by the woman he's in league with, who he's connected to. Don't nobody want to be rolling around here dealing with them old bum ass chicks all the goddamn time that ran around and ran out and ran through and ran up and down and raising all kinds of hell and mad because you got ran through and you didn't get ran through. You know, you. Let's just say this, goddammit. Whatever happened with you and to you wasn't no accident, wasn't no force, nothing. You chose for it to happen to you. That's real. Question is, are you going to deal with cleanup on aisle 7? Can you clean it up? Can you make yourself right or whole again? You know, your attitude, your mindset. Because trust me, I mean, you got some people out here who was really rebels back in the day, but their emotional state and the way they carry themselves doesn't bleed over into their new relations, and they'll know how to treat a man. And these are the ones that have husbands. Because trust me, we know goddamn well. You know, get it in. You got it in. Goddamn it. And like I said before, the last video, it speaks volumes to how long you can keep a side dude on. Because like I said, he just come and go. I mean, literally, come and go. Send you right on back home. Hey, don't forget your ring. Yeah, call me when you want to get up again, and that's cool. And they'll wait on that. Yeah. So, here's to you. Tonight is brought to you by Johnny Walker Blue, and I'm enjoying it. Oh, man, it tastes so good, don't you agree? Anyway. Listen to these stories. Make me feel even better about myself. I'm just saying. Hey, this is what we're here for. This is what we're here for. But you know damn well, man, there's some treacherous females out here. Y'all know. And they ain't making it no better for anyone else. And we'll continue to see things the way we see them. And you guys will continue to see things the way you see them. You know. I just came on tonight, man, put a little paint where it ain't. As I always do. That's just my position. Yeah. Loving yourself is healing yourself. Getting yourself together, getting your mindset right. You know? Yeah. Yeah. I know it's true. What's P? Only thing I know, man, is when we go back and we do things, man, as people. There's so many distractions out here that come against us as people through the things we project. You know, we go back to, okay. Now things are more universal in the approach from cultural folks who are willing to cross our lines. And I'm speaking for my black folks. Sisters, you, more importantly. I have to put it on the record because it is what it is. The white man hates us. Every other race hates us as the black man, period. They love you. And they're willing to approach you and cross all kinds of lines based on our, how do I say this? Our quote unquote skin folk, but not kinfolk selection that didn't give us any protections. Who came in and was a part of the big pimping crew. And this is what basically took place and is taking place now. And if I'm wrong, you know, put it on up there. Check me. I need my chin check. But here it is.
Let me say this to you. Barack Obama fucked it up for a lot of us, man. Fuck him. I'll see him. You have no understanding, man, how I feel about this joker. Moles have been playing it like the motherfucking mole that's sitting over there now. That's my sister. Trust me, that broad ain't sister. Fuck her too. Understand what I'm saying? Motherfuckers that don't look like us never got more comfortable walking up to us beyond 2009. Say it again. Motherfuckers that didn't look like us got more comfortable walking up to us and conversing with us and engaging with us, i.e. not even us, you women, before or after 2009. And it's because they always wanted to be there. And I'll tell you, I've talked to a lot of people and say, well, I voted for, what the fuck that mean to me? Because my life hasn't changed. Because trust me, people still run down on me, throw me on the ground, mine's on the ground, take me to the jailhouse, shoot me in the back of the neck, all this shit. Nothing's changed. So I'm just trying to understand where that gives you the right to walk up to me and talk to me about something personal, intimate, because you think that I'm going to give you a pass. I'm going to say this to you. It bothers me.
Yeah, bothers me. It bothers me that their mission is to keep us separated as black men and women, keep us constantly, when in all actuality we need to get our shit together. The first point is being accountable for the things that we have done. Yeah, I was a wild motherfucker. I have a lot of affiliations. I have a lot of, folks that I hung with and, seen and done a lot of shit with, and life is just what it is. I'm not going to duck any wreck on it, and for one, I believe that you have to go somewhere to be used. Okay, my belief is in God. God can't use you if you don't have any cuts, you don't have any bruises, you ain't been, no sacrifices. You know what I mean? You can't teach about it if you haven't been taught about it. So when that all the things that you've been through and gone through, brothers and sisters, you have to be willing to say, hey, but this is where I am today. This is why I choose you. Because we're talking about this. Women, you have to have this conversation. If a man asks you, why are you fucking with me? What do you see in me? You have to be forthcoming and passionate about what you're saying. Believable. Beyond your own self-convictions or your lack of worth for yourself or whatever it is you might be feeling or structured in your mind about the relations. And if you get to the point where you're looking at the front door, you have to be honest enough to say what it is. I say it on this show all the time, and this is my platform. A lot of you broad, excuse my French, and I'm putting it out there. This is a general term. It's not anything direct. Will go out with a guy and have another man out here looking to kill both of you because you haven't had that discussion with that man that has jumped in the car to come and find you. I just said it. Had a conversation. Look, man, I love you, but I want to explore. I want to do X, Y, Z. I want to see what else I can get into. But I'm going to come home to you every day. You know what I mean? And it may not go to, at least you had the conversation. And you're not, keeping somebody in the position of fool because you want to be a fool or act like a fool, And you have to be willing to accept the truth that comes with it, brothers and sisters. Because not everybody's going to feel what you're feeling. We're not all. Here's the thing. I'm a firm believer that a lot of times we make the choices and we overstep what divine order really has for us in our lives when it comes to a mate. We want what we want. We want to feed the flesh. We want to feed the flesh. The flesh cries for things all day: cookies, cakes, sex, weed, drink. Whatever your vice is, traveling, gambling, sleeping, whatever it is, your flesh is going to cry out for it. But it's up to you to deny yourself to get to where you really can have a true peace, because you've aligned yourself, your energy, with a discipline that is going to receive or put you in a position to receive a true peace, because nothing controls you. When you allow things to control you, it is your master. It changes you. It changes you. It is your master. So if you have a lying tongue, if you have any sort of other addiction, you know, you have to get yourself to the point where you can begin to deny yourself. To deny yourself, man. You know what? We wake up every day, as I say, we wake up to die every day. That means to kill off the old man and become the new man, the new woman, the new man, or new woman, whoever you are, to be better. If you were given a shot today, every day, you got to be better. You gotta truly push yourself to be better. You know, a lot of things, man, we don't get to experience because we won't deny ourselves. So we'll lay right in that shit and wallow. You know, that's the term, even with the world in the economic state of things. Jokers will lay in shit as opposed to getting up and turning a shovel in it to get out of it. Same thing's applicable to personal relationships. Yeah. But, you know, even with the emotional stuff, man, things get real ugly at times. And, you know, I hate to share this again, but it fits right in. This is where people fall when they, i.e., have baggage. They're not willing to communicate their intentions. And a lot of times, even through the communicating the intentions, the individuals may have a screw loose already, but that's the shit. That's a crapshoot. But a lot of times, because you don't have the discussion, you know, this is how it ends up. And it's sad. Put him in the mindset, man. He had lost it for whatever intent or whatever happened. I mean, you can very well tell that there was no conversation that needed, or excuse me, that happened. You know, got everybody. I mean, God forbid that he was armed and it went a whole nother level. I mean, I'm sure they were able to recover from that, but shit, that's a hellacious ass whooping to be taken, especially because the individuals didn't have a conversation. But this is what happens to us internally. We take that internal ass whooping when someone takes us for granted. You know, have you out here looking foolish, or potentially think you looking foolish, but you know, usually he was already looking like a fool before you came in. We just didn't check your slip. Anyway, man, if you're just joining the show, the topic of the night is what men really want in a woman. Now I'm going to get to that. The good shit. We went to the don'ts. I even discussed sign and hope, which are my acronyms, and I went down the list of those. But I'll say this in closing. A man wants a woman that he can confide in, know that he has his back, accepts him. He's the apple of her eye as well as she is his. And it's expressed consistently through the actions and confirmed and affirmed by the expression of words and all the good stuff that goes with that. A woman that can pray. You know, a woman's prayers keeps a man sanctified. He could very well be a non-believer or a struggling believer, but if she's got it in her heart, oh, he gonna bring him. He gonna turn it around. He gonna make it right. Right as rain. Right as rain. You know, prayers of the righteous availeth much. And if she's tight with her thing, God gonna hear you. Understand this is why, because you are the gift. You were the gift to console the loneliness. We're responsible. So So at every turn, if we're supposed to be doing what we're supposed to do, and you as a helpmate, you got a man, pray on him. Lay your hands on him. Pray on him. Pray on his mouth. Hey, he's sleeping there. Put your hand on him. God bless his mouth. Let him utter positive and strong things that are going to edify the world, that are going to move and change the world. Touch his brain, touch his head while he's sleeping. Lord, bless his brain. Let him think of positive things that are going to long outlive us, that are going to be blessings to everybody that's coming behind us. Let him be a true example. Touch his eyes. Let him see the things that are there for him or that may be coming against him. Touch his hands. Lord, let his hands be prosperous in everything he touch his feet. Ask God to order his steps, to walk the right way. Touch his neck. Lord, touch his neck and make sure that he don't turn around and look at nobody else's ass but mine. Yeah. You got to have that conversation. It's got to be layman's. You got to ask for what you want. Pray on your man. Pray on his heart. Touch his heart. You got a strong heart. Touch his skin, that his skin may be strong. His armor will be able to withstand the darts of the world, man, that come against your king. Let him come in and be all that you need him to be. You can't get caught up in yourself, ladies. That's that weak shit. That's that Captain Cup. If you got a man that's standing in your life and he's ready to rock with you, you can't be no motherfucking cap. You gotta be a bottle. You gotta be a bucket. Yeah. I don't see many people out here now, or excuse me, sisters, being greater women than the great men that they're quote unquote with. And the saying is that, okay, behind every great man is a greater woman, because she's dealt with the shit. Him getting there. She became that intern. Listen, I can tell you like this, man. I've seen it. I know it can happen. I know that it's true. It's not an easy task to give up some things of yourself to perpetuate your quote unquote, matter of fact, quote, your headship. Stop making your man the tail. It's your job to be the neck. If he's the head, you're the neck. And you can't have a head without a goddamn neck. It's just gonna fall off. You're gonna put it on the shoulders. Be the neck. Very important. Very important. This is why I say that you can be in a crowd of millions, but to a man that has a woman in a crowd of millions, he will only hear her voice. He will only hear her voice. Yeah, especially if she got his heart and it's in her pocketbook. He'll hear her voice. The little dog whistles that you blow and you can't hear nothing? Oh, trust me, that motherfucker will hear it. Oh, he'll hear it. He'll hear it and come running like Lassie. Yeah, he'll come and running. You have to get yourself in the mindset that, damn it, nothing's gonna happen to you. But the more you play games, your scenarios are going to continue to be fucked up. Let me say this to you, ladies. Any male that's willing to court you, wait on you to make a decision on him. He has too much time on his hands and he's not worth yours. You gotta ask yourself, if this motherfucker's always around and he's available to date me and kick me out and kick me and do this and do whatever I need him to do and how I want him to do it, what the fuck is he really doing for himself? And why? Why hasn't he stepped to me and said, yo, this is what I want from you, woman. This is what I want with you. This is how we doing it. This is what I need. And you have to have the same conversation. Yeah. If not, who's zooming who? Look here. And all you're getting, man, get you some understanding, man. Please get you some understanding. Yeah. Get your mind right. before you get your behind tight. You know, love on yourself, man. Let people see you loving yourself so they know how to love you. Because if they don't see you loving you, man, they have no example other than what they're going to try and issue or run on you and that kind of thing. You know, you're talking about you want to work out, you want to do this, you know, you want to get on the Jack LaLanne program and all that bullshit, you buy it, but that motherfucker sitting over in the corner collecting dust. You didn't want to work out. You didn't want to do the damn thing. Don't allow anybody to obstruct your disciplines or your focus. You know, when you get to that point when you start denying your flesh, you know, you don't want to eat meat no more. You don't want to do certain things anymore. You want to do things certain ways, and it's putting you in a position that you want to have a complete peace about you. The individual should be supportive of you. If you're starting a business, I'm telling you, if we're together, I become an intern. Hey, what do I need to research? What do I need to supply? How do I need to help you? And this, that, and the other. These are the questions that you ask off the rip. But after that, it's on the intern to go do the work. They don't need to be instructed. Fuck it. Put your hands to it. What we doing? You know? Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm a firm believer, man. Shit, you do better playing in 95 traffic than to play with me on a lot of things, you know? Yeah. But that's what loving on yourself is. You have to do it regardless, you know? You got to do it regardless. Man, if you love the show, man, please, by all means, you know, share it. Hit me up on YouTube. Smash the subscribe button. Kick the like. Pluck the bell. You know? I'm on Instagram. Double tap me. ROMELLO_Marcellus_show. And yeah, on Facebook, if you already follow me, or excuse me, or a friend of mine, click follow. I will send you an invite to the wet spot. And if you want to know what wet means, it means with exceptional taste. My friends always have exceptional taste. And yeah, that's how we roll. Look, man, there is a God. And you have to recognize whose you are. You can't be a king's kid and you're moving like a pauper. You know? You can't be a king's kid moving like a pauper. You have to do better. Be willing to do better. Go the extra mile, man. At the end of the day, I promise you, you'll have some peace. You'll have some peace. You'll have some peace. I can tell you that. I promise you that. Now, when I get out of here, I want to share something with you guys. Anyway, I feel like, you know, some things have to endure. We do. Inspiration is everything. Got to supply it. Got to deny yourself.
Like I've never asked before. Expecting answers that will unlock every door to a new and a living way to serve him better in the future is the reason I'm here. Seeking God in a very solemn way, taking me to the things I do and I say, offering myself to you, coming as a brother, yeah, coming as asking questions like I've never asked before. I'll be expecting answers that will unlock every door to a new and living way to serve you better in the future. That's the only reason I'm here today. Hey, seeking God in a very, very solemn way. I'll be taking heed to the things I do and say, offering myself to Him. I'm coming as a brother. Good God, I'm coming as a friend. Say, now I see. And with your help, I'll just deny myself, put my whole hand in yours, and now it's clear to me, you're the only one I'm willing to deny, put my hand. Oh, I'm ready to sacrifice for you. I'm ready to give it all up for you. Right now. Your help, I'll deny myself. Hey! Oh, help me, Lord. I want to do what you tell me to do. I want to go where you send me. I want to say what you tell me. Oh, I want to deny myself. Way down on the inside, I see what you tell me. I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it. I'll give you my heart, yeah. Put myself in your hands. Now I see, Lord, it's you I need you. I need you on a Monday, I need you on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all of the night. Now I see it's in me. Oh, with love, I'm denying myself. Put my head in it one more time. Now I see it's you and here with them. And with them, I'm denying yourself. I'm denying yourself. I'm gonna put my hand in yours. Hallelujah. Oh, yeah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. How many are willing to do that tonight? Some of us, God has called us to ministries. God has called us to work in the vineyard. Just say it with us. Oh! Right now I see. You've been calling me. You've been calling me, and I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh.
once again, man, as we hit the beds tonight, man, and hit your knees. Thank the Father. Thank God, the Creator, for all He's done for you. Keep you safe, sound, your family, your loved ones. And get to denying yourself, man, so that you can get you some peace. We all need it. I truly love you. No one's told you that today. Good night.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the ROMELLO Marcellus show. The fly uncle you always wish you had. Bring them out. Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life. Had to find my inner power. To fashion, etiquette, and current events. Major show alert. All to enhance the happiness already inside you. Today is about the power of you. Check it out. You're now rocking with the best.